Welcome to the course preview video for Daytona PopStroke's Blue Course. Please take a second to hit that subscribe button for future National Putting Tour video updates. We are here at Daytona PopStroke. Another beautiful day. This is a great location and a great course. Here's the inside of the facility, and now let's head out to the courses. You can see on the left there is the black course. Another busy day at PopStroke as usual. And over to the right is the blue course. This course is extremely challenging. We are still going to play it to a par 36. The winner will most likely be over par. Let's talk to some of the guys.
All right, we got Pete Lyon, one of the top PopStroke putters in the nation. Pete, tell me what you think about this blue course, man, here at Daytona.
I'll tell you, boys, you better practice 3 and 8. We're on 8 right here. It's a 3-putt monster. I mean, you're going to have an 8 to 12 footer no matter what, so figure it out behind the hole.
Rob Morris, give us some thoughts on this course, my man.
It's good the tournament's going to be on a Sunday, so you can see religion, do a few Hail Marys before you come out here and play 8. 8 and 3, just got to learn how to make your second putts.
Let's watch Rob here on hole 8. This is one of the toughest holes on the course here. I like it. Believe it or not, guys, that's actually a really good shot. Jacob Fair, tell us a little bit about Daytona PopStroke, man. Blue course, what do you think?
Oh man, it's my second day out here and I am still getting a feel for it. It's fun, but you better be good at your 5 and 6 second foot putts because you're gonna have a bunch of them out here. You can break par, you're a freaking hero.
Awesome.
So, but no, looking forward to it. It's a fun course.
Well, Rob Morris just made par, nice par there.
I'll take that.
Let's take a look at the course.
Let's take a look at hole 1. I start up on the left-hand side. I'm trying to shoot it up as far right as possible here. This is a backdoor hole. I'm hitting that back hill. You have to hit it really hard for it to get back to the hole. This is a very difficult hole to start off the course. Hole 2 is fairly simple. Start up on the right-hand side. I'm taking that right-hand side channel. I'm aiming at about the left edge of that second peninsula there, and it breaks hard right to left at the end. I am playing a front door make here. One of the few makeable holes on the course is hole 2 here. Hole 3 is an absolute doozy. Nearly impossible to leave it next to the hole. You're either going to be over on that far right-hand side or in one of the 2 bunkers, front or back. You can try to make this putt, but the amount of speed that you have to put on it, it's very difficult for it to drop. Hole 3 is one of the toughest holes on the course. Let's go to hole 4, another tough one. I start up on the right-hand side. I'm aimed about just the right-hand side of that staircase there. I'm trying to hit the back door. The ball rolls up somewhere near where that next hole post is. Very difficult to get it back to the hole here, and a near impossible make. Hole 5 is the easiest hole in the course. I'm starting up on the far right-hand side, aiming about maybe 5 to 6 inches left of the hole, missing both of those 2 little hills that are there, and there's a little bit of break at the very end of the putt. One of the easier holes on the course. Here's another easy hole, hole 6. I'm starting off at about the tee in the middle of the tee box, and I aim right at the hole and just hit it hard. Playing a backdoor putt here, and you want to throw it way up high on that hill. You throw it up high on that hill and it rolls back. 6 is one of the easier holes on the course. Here's hole 7. Hole 7, I'm starting on the far left-hand side. I'm going as far right as possible, just barely missing that rough there on the right, and then hitting the back door. This putt is makeable, but it is a very challenging hole. Some people might try to play the front door just playing it short left. Here's hole 8, absolute doozy. You're playing it right You could try to play it front door. It will go in from time to time. But if you try to play it front door, you run the risk of hitting it short and it going into the sand. There's no bailout situation on this hole. Very tough hole. Here's hole number 9. You can go left or right here. You see that hump right there in the middle. You can go left or right. You can play backdoor left and it goes in sometimes. If you go right, you're playing it up on that little hill and hoping for it to roll back. Hole 9's a tough make, but it can go in. Pretty easy 2-putt here. Here's hole number 10. I'm starting up on the far left-hand side. I'm playing just to the left of the rough on the right, playing it backdoor. Or some players might be starting on the far right and then going left and playing it backdoor on the left-hand side of the hole. Here's hole number 11. Nowhere to bail out here. You gotta go straight right through the sand trap. Incredibly difficult to get the right speed. I found this to be one of the more difficult holes on the course. Oftentimes you're left with a 6 or 7 footer behind the hole. Here's hole number 12. I guess there is a make line if you go left, but I've never really been good at it. I'm going right every time. It's a virtual layup. If you go right and you just nick the right-hand side of the rough, it can kind of shift left and go in. But if you don't hit any rough when you go right, it's very difficult to make this hole, if not impossible. Here's hole 13. Found this to be a fairly easy hole. I'm aiming to the far left there. I'm hitting the rough first, having it shoot out, and then hitting the back left rough, back door. It can get very speedy by the hole, and the comebacker on this hole is incredibly difficult if you leave it too long. Here's hole 14. Hole 14 is a fairly easy hole. I'm starting up over on the O on the right-hand side of the tee box, the second O, and I'm virtually aiming dead straight, maybe a little bit left, trying to just barely miss the hole, and then hitting the back door. Actually one of the easier 2-putts on the course. Here's hole 15. This hole is incredibly challenging. You can try to go through the sand trap, or you can go left and try to hit that little back door area on the back left of the hole. You could try making this front door, but it's incredibly difficult and you run the risk of the ball rolling right back to you on the tee box. Here's hole 16. 16 can be very tricky. I'm starting up more on the left-hand side of the tee box, aiming a little bit right, and just playing a conventional front door putt here. However, if you leave it a little bit short, it can go into that sand trap to the left, and it's very easy to run this one long. Here's hole 17. It's very difficult to make it going right of that hill. If you go left, you have a better chance of making it. If you go right, it's an easier layup hole. I think I'm going to choose just to go right here and just take my 2. If you catch the right-hand side of that first little hill, it can shoot it to the right and maybe go in. Here's hole 18. I'm starting up on the left-hand side. I'm trying to play it up over off that hill to the right and then have it roll long and then roll a little bit back. I have seen this putt go in on the front door side, but it's very rare that it would do that. I hope you've enjoyed this course preview video for Daytona PopStroke's Blue Course. Once again, guys, it doesn't cost you a thing. Please click on that subscribe button for future National Putting Tour video updates.